What's up, guys? Want to go over today with you like the 5 steps you have to take to become a multi-millionaire. We're just going to pick a millionaire, but you should have a bigger target than that. So, and I've been going over this a lot more with people. As a matter of fact, I'm doing something with a buddy of mine. They have basically it's like a podcast interview thing. It's called Learn and Local, but it's for real estate investors, people who want to either do real estate or they want to invest in real estate. And they were asking me like, what are the steps that somebody needs to do to come up with their real estate investment plan? And I'm like, perfect. So number one thing, if you're going to look to, let's just say you want to become a millionaire, if not already, and it should be bigger than that. Number one thing you got to do to become a millionaire, to make your first million, bank your first million, number one is you need to set a target. Boom. That needs to be your target. So 1 million, 10 million, whatever that is for you, you need to have a target and it needs to be big enough. Here's why. Because on your way to hitting this target, it's going to suck. If you're investing, if you have a business, you have a practice, whatever it is that you do, if you're going to become a millionaire or a 10 millionaire, a deca millionaire, you need to set that target. It needs to be the first thing that you think of in your mind. If not, you're going to fail at it. Man, when I got started investing in real estate, nobody told me to set a target. I was like, for me, I was like, dude, I just need to make money. But I didn't have an actual target for the real estate. Later, it become financially free, but that may not be your thing. Coming financially free is going to change. If you're 40 years old, being financially free when you're 65 means something totally different. If you're 65 trying to be financially free, that means something different. If you're 20, you ain't thinking about being financially free. You're like, dude, how do I bank a milli, bank 10 milli? How do I get to $1 billion? That was my thought. But no one taught me to set a target. All right, so number one thing, you're gonna have to set a target. That's number one. Number two, and I'm gonna go through this quick. You don't need me to drag this out. You're gonna have to increase, yeah, increase your income or your revenue, whatever that is for you. If you have a business, you need to figure out how to increase your revenue. That's marketing, sales, hiring more people, scaling your company, whatever it takes. Here's why this is important. That's why I made the target first. Because as it comes to increasing your revenue, I just finished saying it's going to suck. It's going to get hard. You're going to be like, dude, it was a lot of work. This is why you have to always have your mind set on this target. Let's just go 10. Let's go 10. Because the times that you're making the phone calls, following up, getting customers, getting more clients, pushing out more marketing, paying the marketing costs, hiring people, firing people, bringing on more people in your organization to run your organization as a CEO, as the manager, or you're a high net worth person. Let's say you're just going to work, you're driving Uber. I don't know, whatever that is for you. You're going to have to take more customers, take more shifts, take on more clients. It is going to be a lot because you got to increase your income. You got to increase your income or your revenue to your business. Period. End of story. That is the only way to do this. All right. Number three, this is how to become a millionaire or how to become a 10 millionaire, whatever that target is for you. Number three is we got our target, we got increased revenue. Oh, you're going to have to play the 40% rule. What's the 40% rule? I've talked about it in a lot of other videos. You're going to have to set aside 40% of your income, which means what? If you make 100K, you're going to have to figure out how to put aside 40K, 40% of that for you. It's only going to leave $60,000 left over. What does that mean? That means you got to increase your income. Period. End of story. You can't live off of $60,000. $60,000 in California, in Florida, in Texas, and unless you live in Flint, Michigan, like and you drive 4 hours to get that job and drive 4 hours back, it's going to be a problem. That's before your rent. That's before food, gas, insurance, everything. That's you trying to figure out how to set aside, pay yourself first 40% of your income, which means what? You got to increase your income. Because don't forget, 40% is going to be taxed. So right away, you're already going to be like, dude, if you're telling me, Vic, 40% of my 100's gone, I got 60,000 left. I'm supposed to pull out 40% of my own money to pay myself first because they're not going to let you pay this first. They don't trust you. The IRS is going to be like, ah, take it. He's going to spend it or she's going to spend it. So right away, you're already 80% down. That's $20,000 left. You can't live off that, which is why I said you got to focus on increasing your revenues. How do you do that? Make more sales, make more marketing, do whatever it is you have to do. But 40%, you need to pay yourself 40% out of whatever it is you make. And number four, I'll go to a different page. And the fourth thing you got to focus on, because there's five. Four, you're going to have to invest. Boom. You're not really saving money. You're storing it to invest. You're storing it to invest, right? So where are you going to invest? I personally, can I get, yeah. It looks good. Looks good enough. You guys get it. I personally look for real estate. That's why I set up Bell Capital, so I can help more people, the everyday hardworking business owner, entrepreneur, investor, be able to get into properties that are going to cash flow to pay you passive income while you do what? Continue to focus on increasing your income and your revenue while you set aside 40% for the tax man, for the IRS, and 40% for you so you can eventually throw down and put some money into an investment that actually multiplies, right? So, and that's number five. Number five, repeat it. Repeat till you hit your target. Till target. Look, your target, let's say, I don't know what you repeat until you hit your target. So let's say you keep taking, like, you get your 100,000 to 500,000. Now you got $200,000 going in taxes, $200,000 going to your investment, storing your money so you can invest it. And then while you're doing that though, you didn't take your eyes off the prize of the 10 million or a million, whatever you're trying to do. Can you see that? That's a money sign. I want to make sure you didn't take your eyes off the target. What you did was you're working to continue to fund your target. How do you fund your target? You are going to fund your own target. Other people are going to fund your target. Your customers, your clients, people like that, they're going to fund your target for you while you invest your money, and that money is doubling or quadrupling, whatever it is that you're doing while you continue to focus on it. That's why you have to know, or which is what I was talking about. If you're like, hey, how do I become a millionaire? There's five steps. One, you need to set a target. You need to get totally fixated on that $1 million. Now, you don't want $1 million for the sake of $1 million. Saving money doesn't make you wealthy or make you rich. You need to be like, hey, I want to take care of my family. I want a better house. I want to live in the place where I want. I want better health care. I want to help my church, my friends, my family. I want to hire more people. Like, that's what this money's for. A better life for the future. But to do that, you got to increase your income and your revenue. And then while that money's coming in, you say, hey, pay my taxes, get the IRS off my back, or I have some investment like Bell Capital. We flow tax benefits back to you, so you may keep the majority of and write off what you're getting, right? But you want that extra money to be able to throw down an investment. If not, you can't get here. You can't save your way to $1 million target or a $10 million target. You have to invest the money. I keep telling people that, dude, and I don't know why it don't sink in. Dude, I wish somebody would have told me this when I was young. They're like, hey man, if you're gonna start a business, why? Well, I want to work for myself. I don't want to work for anybody else. First, that's dumb. You're always going to work for everybody. Your customers, you work for them. You work for the bank. You work for the management company. You work for your clients, your customers, everybody. You work for them. You might, oh no, that's not them. So you work for everybody, period. So once you set a target, then you go, okay, fine. I know I want this amount of money. I want $1 million. Whatever money you think you want, you might as well just add a zero to it. If you want a million, add a zero to that. And now you're just targeting 10. Why? Because it's going to suck on your way. And if you set a target for 10, you'll probably hit the million. I did. I was like, dude, I want $300 million worth of real estate. Then somebody challenged that. They were like, dude, why don't you go for a 3 billion? And then it changed my mind. And I've been chasing that number my whole life. And I'm going to get there. I'm not there yet, but I will, right? Get to $1 billion worth of net worth. Now, this is an income target, money target. It could be a net worth target. You just say, hey, I want a $10 million net worth, but you got to have a revenue target to go along with that. How much cash flow do you need to live off of? You can't live and eat off of net worth. You need cash flow, passive income, working for you while you don't. Where if you have a business, you know that. You're like, hey, man, if I don't go into my shop, I can have a bunch of employees. I got a buddy of mine, they have 40 employees. And they're like, I can not go in for 4 or 5 months and the business does better. Got it. But he still has to go in. At some point, it's not passive. He still has to actively think, create, build on his organization, do policies, make sure things are good, do his meetings and stuff like that with his managers and his CEOs and his CIOs and all the people who kind of deal with his finances in the organization. You still got to do the work, man. It's still something. But when you set a target high enough, when you increase your income, you focus on increasing your income and your revenue or your business or your job, then you take your taxes, You take the money you're paying yourself first, and then you invest wisely. You invest in a place where it's going to continue to double, triple, and then you repeat that process of going back to continue to raise. You're going to have to because once you throw your money down into an investment, that money's gone. It's in an investment, you ain't touching it, and now you got to go back and you got to hustle, which is why I said you got to have a big enough target because the amount of work required is going to be ridiculous. You guys know this, and I'll end this on this thing. 86% of all businesses in America make less than $1 million a year. Like, and I think it's less than, I think it's 95% of those businesses make less than $1 million in revenue. That means the 5% of those businesses will continue on and make more and eventually fail. Only, I think, 33% of a percent make over $10 million in revenue. So if you set a target of this, you are making yourself the tip of the spear. And let me tell you, I've done that since I was a kid. I've had over 10 million, $20 million worth of net worth and revenue. I didn't know that. I didn't know the odds were against me because I had such a big target, which is why I'm telling you, if you're going to become a millionaire, you want to figure out what your investment strategy is going to be. One, set a target. Two, you need to 1000% know you need to focus on increasing your revenue, getting in passive income, or not passive income, getting in income, period. Like, what does that even look like? Increase your income, increase your revenue. Number three, you need to focus on 40%, putting aside 40%. 40% for taxes, 40% is probably going to be you putting off your own money, which means what? You need to grow your revenue so you can, because you can't live off the 20 that's left. And then next, you need to invest that money in something that's going to continue to multiply that money for you while you bust your ass, continue to create more revenue in your company or your business or whatever you do or your work. And then last but not least, you need to repeat that process until you hit that target. Then and only then do you take your foot off the gas. And then whenever you're doing the gas thing, never take your foot off the gas. Get in a bigger vehicle, a stronger vehicle, and push that gas down, and you jam it all the way up to 260 miles an hour. This is the game, guys. Oh my gosh, I get excited about this because once I finally figured this out, my game changed. My mind changed. What I was willing to do changed. What I was willing to keep doing, like suck my way, eat glass, walk 1,000 miles on my knees in the glass, bandaged up, beat up. Don't matter. I'm willing to continue to go on, and everybody around me has to have that mentality because to build this thing for Bell Capital to help more people on this planet, we have to think that we are helping support people that want this target. Right? How do we help you get there with what we're doing at our company? Right. So I hope this helps you, but these are the 5 things you got to do to become a millionaire, or 5 things you got to do to become a decamillionaire. That's 10. I'm sure you guys know that already. You're smart. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let me know how I can help. Give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. Don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. But I'm here to help you guys win this game of money. You should be winning the game of money 1000%. I'm in real estate. I can help you get invested with us at Bell Capital. Go to bell-capital.com. Fill out an application there. You can talk to one of us. You can text us at 760-531-8500. Just text the word invest and we'll reach out to you and find out how we can work together in some of our investments that we have if you want to invest with us passively in some of our deals and our open fund. All right. So let me know what you guys need. I'm here for you. Let's get after it today. Boom.